Good morning. I hope you all are good and safe. Today in this video, I am going to tell you the summary of chapter number 4 of our English supplementary book Moments. The name of the chapter is In the Kingdom of Fools. It is written by A.K. Ramanujan. The story highlights the fact that in a kingdom of fools, people's lives can be in danger as the king and his ministers were brainless and did not do things in a normal manner. It is a place where everything is in reverse and justice is not given. A guru and his disciple visits this place, get involved in some matters, but finally with guru's wisdom, king and his ministers get executed by their own orders. Normalcy is restored in the city after their death. The people choose Guru as the king and his disciple as minister. Important characters of this story are the king, the foolish ruler who has executed himself; the minister, the foolish advisor to the king who agrees with everything that the king proposes; the Guru, a very resourceful person with magical powers who becomes king through his wisdom; the disciple, a greedy and short-sighted person who remembers his guru in time of need. Now let's see the summary of this chapter. Stupid order followed in the kingdom of fools. The king and his minister in the kingdom of fools were stupid. They ordered that night should be treated as day and all the people should work at that time. They should go to bed as soon as the day broke. The orders were followed by the people under the fear of being put to death if not followed. This delighted the king and the minister. Once a guru and his disciple came to the kingdom during the day, finding it beautiful but totally deserted. Everyone, including the animals, was asleep. They were tired and hungry but could not get anything to eat till the evening, when the whole place woke up and came to life. When the guru and disciple bought some food items, they surprisingly found that everything, whether it was a bunch of bananas or a measure of rice, cost the same, 1 duddu, the local currency. The wise guru realized that they were in a kingdom of fools and it would not be safe to stay there. So he suggested his disciple that they should leave the place at once. But the disciple was fond of food and found it very cheap to stay on. The guru left. Soon the disciple grew very fat by eating to his fill. One day a thief broke into the house of a rich merchant to steal his valuables by breaking a wall. But as he was going out with the stolen stuff, the old wall fell on him and killed him. The brother of the thief complained before the king that the owner of the house was to be blamed for the death and demanded justice. The king heard the case and the merchant was found guilty because his house wall collapsed and killed the thief. The merchant blamed the bricklayer who built the wall, as it was thought that his bad workmanship created a weak wall. But the bricklayer blamed the dancer who distracted him when he was making the wall by passing in front of him a dozen times during the day, resulting in poor quality of the wall. The dancer accused the goldsmith who called the dancer many times again and again to deliver the jewelry she had asked to be made, but did not deliver it, leading to the distraction of the bricklayer. Now, the goldsmith blamed the merchant's father, as he had been making the urgent jewelry for him, thus delaying the finishing of the dancer's jewelry. As the father was dead, the merchant was finally pronounced guilty, as he had inherited all the wealth as well as the bad deeds of his father. A new stake was built for the execution, but the merchant was too thin to fit the stake. So the king ordered to search for a fatter man to fit the stake, and the disciple was brought for execution. Then he remembered his Guru's word and wished that the Guru was there. As the Guru had magical powers, he appeared at once and explained a plan quietly to the disciple to escape the execution. The Guru and his disciple started fighting amongst themselves to decide who should be executed first. When the king asked them why they were fighting, the Guru explained that the new stake was the stake of God of justice, and whoever was executed first on it would be reborn as a king. Whoever was executed next on that stake would be reborn as a minister. The puzzled king, believing what the Guru said, discussed the matter with his minister and decided that if they themselves were executed on that stake first, they would be reborn as king and minister. So they freed the Guru and disciple, secretly planning to die on the stake the same night. The dead bodies of king and ministers were taken down. The people mourned their deaths and requested the Guru and his disciple to become the king and minister of the kingdom. The Guru and disciple agreed on the condition that they would change all the laws back to the normal laws of any other kingdom. In this way, the normal condition of that kingdom was brought back. This was the summary in short of In the Kingdom of Fool, written by A.K. Raman.